Alright, so how is the volume going to be on this video? Apologize, I noticed at the beginning of the Kansas Jayhawk Blue Devil, Duke Blue Devil breakdown I just did, there was a little bit of like noise with the microphone at the beginning. Hopefully, it's still uploading. Hopefully, it turned out well. But I wanted to come back quickly and bring this other quick video real quick. As we are on Thanksgiving now, and I don't know if a lot of y'all are messing with cranberries today, but the Associated Press, they want you to know some of those ocean spray cranberries come from a bog in Massachusetts, all right? And I wanted to bring this quick video here. And with more than 13,000 acres, Massachusetts is the second largest cranberry producing region in the country, which is interesting. And let me just go ahead and do this real quick. And Google wants to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, it looks like. But what do people use cranberries for on Thanksgiving? Is Google not going to talk to me? So, besides using fresh cranberries to make sauce, relish, or bread, use fresh cranberries when making meat or poultry stews for an added tart flavor, and they will help to thicken stew. Add cranberries to apples in crisp, and that's what it says right away. Turkey is often dry, salty, and bland, which makes it the perfect partner for something sweet and moist. Cranberries are not overly sweet. Their tartness pairs well with the more bland tasting turkey, and I do agree. Okay, so, and something else I just noticed as well is here's our calculator, and they are wishing us an ad-free day on Thanksgiving. So, just so y'all know, the Gematronnator 85 calculator here, ad-free for the day. So I guess shout out to them. But there is still something strange going on with this calculator, because I don't know why they don't charge for it. It's strange. They're collecting this whatever we enter here. They're collecting it, and there's something fishy going on with it. But anyways, there's just an example of the calculator here, which we're going to utilize for this quick breakdown. You see ordinal cipher with the alphabet reverse with the alphabet, the language we speak, right? And then just the reduction ciphers applied both ways. As you see, it's all going to break down to a single digit there. Okay? So if anybody wants to utilize this calculator, hopefully I don't come off as like some kind of hypocrite doing these breakdowns on some of the negative stories and then using the calculator as I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what all of this stuff, there's like a database that collects all of this stuff. I don't know if there's more to it, but I'll utilize it nonetheless to show these stories. But hopefully everybody is going to have a good day today. And let me open this up and just give you this quick breakdown here. Now, this video doesn't necessarily go exactly with the article, but I'll still play it nonetheless. I'll have to skip a little bit here as we get some cranberries.
Hey, today we're at Gillette Stadium, home of the Patriots.
So that's interesting, right? As you know, Massachusetts, right?
And we're here at, yes, a real live cranberry bog. Can you believe there's a cranberry bog behind where our Patriots play? Got my little flip camera, got my friends. Let's go take a walk.
And let me fast forward a little bit.
We're just kind of doing a little video.
For actual cranberries.
This is how cranberries grow. This is a nice sandy bog. made of peat and soil and gravel. And this right here is how the cranberry got its name. If you notice the bloom, it looks like the head of a sandhill crane. And that's how the cranberry got its name, from craneberry to cranberry.
Interesting.
You know, it's nice to have a cranberry bog. You could explain to the kids what it is, you know, during harvest time. It's fascinating for them to see that it changes color and how it's harvested, and that they drink the juice. They do.
This nature trail is really great because not only do you have some beautiful scenery, but you also have some great information, some nice education to bring your kids to. Dry harvesting is the fruit that you see in the produce aisle. We have machines that pick that, and it's kind of like a lawnmower, let's say. So we have a little lawnmower and has teeth that come up like this, combs through the vines, and all that fruit comes up a conveyor belt into a big burlap bag. This cranberry bog behind me, this is a wet harvested bog. About 95% of our harvests are wet harvested. What happens is a cranberry has 4 air chambers in it, and that allows the fruit to float. So what an efficient way to harvest. Flood the cranberry bogs, and then they corral those berries up and suck them onto a truck, and then that fruit goes to get packaged and frozen and ready for juice, raisins, sweetened dried cranberries, cranberry sauce, whatever we want it to become, your favorite products from Ocean Spray.
All right, so cool. So again, that video doesn't necessarily come with but we still get Ocean Spray here, right? But yeah, it doesn't necessarily come with the Associated Press article here, but I just wanted to play that for y'all. Okay, so now into it, right? So this is going to be a cool little Thanksgiving. I like to do these on the holidays where I kind of give you some kind of breakdown associated with it, okay? And again, this is from the Associated Press. So they want you to know some of those Ocean Spray cranberries come from a bog in Massachusetts. Well, look at that. In the code we just went over, Ocean Spray cranberries equals 229. I know that's the 50th prime number, okay? And cranberry equals 50 in the reduction cipher right there. Okay? That's cool. Right? That's very cool. So, check it out here. So the Cranberry Marketing Committee is an organization that was established in 1962 as a federal marketing order to ensure a stable, orderly supply. Okay? So notice the 62 there. That's interesting because this is based on Massachusetts here, right? And look at Massachusetts admitted to the United States of America as the 6th state on the 6th day of the 2nd month, way back in 1788. So you get 62 and 62, right? And the Cranberry Marketing Committee focuses on the promotion and consumption of the consumption enhancement of U.S. grown cranberries within the agricultural sector. And I'm not necessarily sure if they have like one of these in multiple states. I'm not sure. But anyways, my point is that's cool, right? With the 62 and then connected with Massachusetts. Okay. They said number 2, I think, in cranberry production, I think is what it said. Number 2 or 3, something like that. But anyways, that's cool because they're admitted as a state the 6th day of the 2nd month, right? And not only that, when I look up Ocean Spray here, okay, Ocean Spray Cranberries Inc., look at their customer service phone number here, 1-800, which is kind of standard, right? 662 3263. You see that? So 662 is like 1962, right? and the 6th day of the second month. 62. Amazing, right? Ocean Spray Cranberries Inc. is an American agricultural cooperative of growers of cranberries headquartered in Plymouth County, Massachusetts. So cranberries a big thing here with the state of Massachusetts, right? It currently has over 700 member growers. CEO Tom Hayes, founders Elizabeth Lee, Marcus Uran, and John Makepeace, headquartered in Middleborough, Massachusetts. Founded in 1930 in Hanson, Massachusetts, right? So that's interesting. And what do you know? What do you know? This article, November 27th, 62 date numerology. 11 plus 27 plus the year 24. Okay? How about that? So, weeks before Thanksgiving, some of the cranberries that will be on dinner plates Thursday, today. That's interesting. Thursday, you get the TH, like Thanksgiving TH, right? But, anyways, we're floating on the Rocky Meadow Bog in southeastern Massachusetts. Okay? And again, not necessarily affiliated with that video, right? Just to state that. But still Massachusetts, right? Uh the Rocky Meadow Bog in southeastern Massachusetts. The cranberries have turned this pond pinkish crimson. Several workers up to their waist in water gently corral the berries toward a pump that vacuums them up onto a waiting truck. There, the berries are run through a system that separates them. So, kind of similar to the video that we saw, though, right? That separates them from leaves and vines and are transported to processing plant, which eventually turns them whatever it was going to go on to say. But anyways, that 62 date numerology with the article, that's amazing because it hit with all of these different things that are connected, okay? So that's amazing. And again, if you're celebrating, shout out to you, right? Just me, I just want to kind of enjoy the day, relax. Maybe hang out with someone's close to me. That would be nice, right? But look, that's cool. Thanksgiving equals 183 like Massachusetts. And that's the same reverse cipher with the alphabet. And again, the language we speak. Z would be 1, A would be 26. So 183, 183. Okay? That's cool. And again, the title of our Associated Press article, some of those ocean spray cranberries come from a bog in Massachusetts. And I wanted to point out that, crimson, right? Pond pinkish crimson. Crimson being like a shade of red. Okay? And the decode that's uploading right now, by the time you're watching this, it'll be uploaded. The Duke Blue Devils versus the Kansas Jayhawks. Both of them wear blue. So it's interesting you get the red and the blue. And, that's going to connect with recently we had a presidential selection, right? Red and blue, Republican, Democrat. So that's just interesting. And we've been getting a lot of that. Dodger blue won the World Series. Remember the ruby red slippers? Wizard of Oz, up for sale. And there's been multiple blue and red stories. No need to go over all of them right now. That's just an interesting point. And with the Thanksgiving and Thursday with the first two letters being TH, look, even with crimson and cranberries, you get the CR. So that's cool as well, right? And they're saying Thursday we're floating on the Rocky Meadow Bog in southeastern Massachusetts. Look at that. That's cool, right? Rocky Meadow bog 67 and 87, and you kind of get like those opposite ciphers in a way there. You see that? That's cool, right? 68 and 67 also equals berry. Okay? Okay, right? That's cool. And again, these letters have these numerical values that are applied to them. It's already a thing, okay? This isn't nothing I came up with. That's amazing, right? And you see those 4 base ciphers being utilized, okay? And that's always that's going to stay the same. That's never going to change. That's a fact. And that's kind of cool how it flows like that. 68, 67, 67, 68 with the 4 base ciphers. So that's cool. And there's a bog right here. As you know, I think she did a good job of explaining it in that video. It says a bog or bogland, a wetland that accumulates, is that peat or peat? Not sure, but as a deposit of dead plant materials, often mosses, typically sphagnum moss. It is one of the 4 main types of wetlands. Other names for bogs include mire or mere, mire probably, mosses, quagmire, and muskeg. Alkaline mires or meres are called fens. And let me look up the Rocky Meadow bog real quick in southeastern Massachusetts. Let's see. Rocky Meadow bog in southeastern Massachusetts. All right, so here we get some nice pics here to go along with it. Let's just see if anything else pops here. Maybe they have an address with the 6226. So in Middleborough, Massachusetts. Okay, so this is something I can enter right here. I didn't catch this when I was doing the putting together the slides. Let me put Rocky Meadow Bog Reservoir. Let me capture that and let me enter that in our calculator here. So we really want like a 6226 or even another 183 would be cool, right? Let's see. Or a 226 or 262. I'm not seeing that there, but let me see if anything's saved. No, okay, so I'm not seeing any of that land. Maybe some of these numbers hit if we check at the end. Let me just see with a reservoir. That's really cool right there. Look at that. Reservoir equals 60 like Thanksgiving. And look at the 114 with reservoir. And Thanksgiving equals 141. So that's kind of cool right there, right? And then Thanksgiving has the 66. And, you know, those 60s can break down to a 6. So that's kind of cool right there. So I'll just kind of leave that there. And as the prior decode, maybe that hits somewhere along the line. I don't want this to be too long, but very cool, right? Okay, and let me finish by reading this. The season has been pretty good this year. We've had a pretty good crop, said Steve Ward, a second-generation cranberry grower on the edge of his bog. The harvest runs from September through early November, and Ward is expected to produce between 15,000 and 20,000 barrels. That'd be a cool living to make, right? Cool job. But the best crop he has had in 3 years, about 80% of those berries will go to Ocean Spray, okay? A massive producer of cranberry products in the U.S. This bog is one of the nearly 3,000 in Massachusetts that covers some 14,000 acres. That's cool because we just hit on a 114 with the name of the reservoir and then Thanksgiving 141. So that's very cool right there. 14,000 acres. And this year, farmers are projected to produce 2.2 million barrels of cranberries, with 1 barrel amounting to 100 pounds. That's an increase of 12% over last year. Massachusetts is the second biggest cranberry producing region in the U.S. behind Wisconsin. And the industry there dates back to the 1800s. And then they mentioned somewhere in Canada as well, but I guess they're just referring to the US here. Okay. Yeah, they mentioned something. I can't remember where it was, but they mentioned somewhere in Canada. But anyways, we have had some challenges with some of the hot weather and had one of the longest dry spells we have ever had, he said. We are having more 90-degree days clumped together. The cranberry plants just don't like that type of weather. Our average temps, especially at night, are higher. Cranberries need cooler temperatures at night. So that's a cool thumbnail I put together as well. Again, I want everybody to be safe on Thanksgiving. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but I can at least put those vibes out there, okay? So that's very cool. And that's everything I entered there. Oh, I did enter the Rocky Pond Cranberry Bog. I see right there. All right. And look how bog also equals 12 right there. Just something I'm noticing. That's cool. Bog equals 12. Cranberries equals 112. Like 12. And when I go back here, look at that. What he's referring to here, that's an increase of 12% over last year. Farmers projected to produce 2.2 million barrels of cranberries, with one barrel amounting to 100 pounds, an increase of 12% over last year. So that's very cool there, isn't it? When bog equals 12 and cranberries equals 112. I think that's cool. And he may have mentioned another 12 actually in there, but we don't even need it because that was cool, very cool, as I mentioned. Womp womp. So anyways, that's cool. That's amazing. We'll use that word. Amazing, if you ask me. All right. So just two quick videos, as you'll see back to back here, for your early AM Thanksgiving. All right. So shout out to y'all. Daily Decodes 81-2, right? And the Associated Press wants you to know some of those ocean spray cranberries come from a bog in Massachusetts. Everybody enjoy your day, and I'll still be back. I think tonight. I'm not sure what channel. I have a couple breakdowns lined up. It may be A to Z Decodes, local here in Arizona where I'm at. But if you go to my homepage here, you will see the links to all of the channels. Okay, I'm active on 4 channels, and I also have 2 other channels that are retired, but they're all there. And you'll also find Richard West. I wish a happy day to him as well as all of you. But you'll see his channel on my homepage as well. I encourage y'all to click on that link and support Richard West as well. Okay. And I don't do this for money. I'm just doing this to put the truth out there. Maybe a little bit of ego involved as well, as I think that I hit on these breakdowns very well. But I'm not doing this for money. It would be nice to be able to do this for money, but I'm not going to be up here and be deceiving y'all to give me money. As you notice, there's a lot of that going on out there with this work. And I encourage y'all to check out the video that just dropped by Sports Gematria. Okay? Very, very interesting. I encourage you to go check that out. All right? So, again, shout out, enjoy your day, stay safe. Until next time.